Hello and welcome tonight to the webinar, the Free Leads for Life program. And tonight we're going to talk about how to never be on auto ship again. And we're also going to talk about how you're never going to have to pay for leads again. Tonight I'm also going to go over why I started the program, why I'm doing it, and how I can basically benefit you. And I think that you're going to also realize tonight after watching this, there's no other program on the internet today like this. So basically, when you look at a program like this, you would say, why would a guy like this that's in the lead business do a one-time payment for leads for life? And here are my reasons why. In business, the how-to doesn't matter until you know your reasons why. That's just not for me, that's for you as well. And that's the motivation that entrepreneurs have to get up and do the things that are necessary, because as an entrepreneur, you're pretty much on 100% commission. My reason has always been to be my own boss, period. Money has never motivated me beyond the necessary. So in other words, I have not been obsessed with money. I've been obsessed with being my own boss. Writing my own paycheck is what motivates me, not basically working for someone else. So writing my own paycheck is what motivates me. Doing what I want to do and when I want to do it has always motivated me as well too. And so those are the main reasons why I got into business years ago. I originally launched this for 20 people, and 20 people joined within just 2 weeks. I set aside for this program 20,000 leads a month, and I got with my webmaster and made a deal with him to where I would pay him so much a month for 20,000 leads. And here are the stats, and here are the numbers. These are real-life numbers. 15 people joined at the 100 leads, 2 people joined at the 500 lead program, and 2 joined at the 1,000. So basically, after I got my 20, I had 4,500 leads a month to fulfill, and I now have 15,500 left. So basically, I guaranteed my webmaster I would pay for 20,000 leads, and that's what I'm doing. So what this has done is it's opened up an opportunity not just for the original 20, but also for you, because the original 20 didn't have something on the original program that they're going to have now tonight. So if you're one of the original 20 tonight, hang on, because I'm going to show you something at the end of this program that you're going to be going, wow, now this is exciting, very, very exciting. I called my webmaster up, and basically he said, so sorry, but you still have to pay me for the 20,000 leads. And I don't blame him. A business deal is a business deal. I said, what if we offered more than 20 to get the job done? He said, I can get you 100,000 leads a month. Would you be interested? And I said, yes. So that's why this is reopened. The Lifetime Leads program is being reopened, and that's the opportunity that you have before you tonight. The reason why I'm doing this is a picture of our house here in Santa Fe, New Mexico on the outside. It's an adobe house. We're sitting at 7,100 feet in the mountains. We're up in a quartz mountain. We're on 4 acres, so I can sit outside there on the front balcony where I can be talking, doing conference calls, talking to leads, and nobody can hear me for miles away. And we love the culture here in Santa Fe. My wife and I got married here a little over 10 years ago, and we always vowed to move back here because we love the environment. There's a picture of me in my front driveway. You can kind of see how it's going downhill, and you can see the valley there. That big mountain in the middle, way back in the back, that's 60 miles away. That's how big that mountain is, and that's in Albuquerque. So we're up here north in Santa Fe. There's a picture of my wife looking out on that balcony you saw earlier, and you can see the views. It's basically a 180-degree view of all of the Santa Fe mountains and all the ones in Albuquerque, and the sunsets are absolutely stunning here. Here's another reason why. Here's my 3 children. There's Katie on the left, there's Bond in the center, and Kaiten on the right. I wanted to spend as much time as I can with my children. That's why I became my own boss. But I'm also looking for people who want to take this business model and run with it. And that allows me to spend more time with them by finding leaders who want to get leads, pay for leads once, but get them every month, put them in the autoresponder and work the leads. And ultimately, the goal is for you to build your mastermind business with me by signing up other lead people. And I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. Here's a picture, of Katie and then my other daughter, Kellyanne, who wasn't in the prior picture. Kellyanne is from my first marriage, so I've been divorced before, and she lives in Norman, Oklahoma, and that's the reason we live there. So Kellyanne's almost 16, and she said, hey, Dad, if you want to move, that's great. So we're flying her up here to Santa Fe. But this was a daddy-daughter dance, and so this business allows me the flexibility to spend time now with her because she lives in Norman. So I try to see her as much as possible by driving and flying back. Here's a picture of Kellyanne. We were out this last summer riding horseback up in the mountains in Colorado, and we took the whole family, and everybody rode a horse and got to do a little chuck wagon work, and it was a lot of fun. If I had a regular 8-to-5 job, I wouldn't have been able to do that because we were gone for 2 weeks. Here's a picture of me and my wife, and we were at the Austin City Limits concert this last summer where there was over 100 bands, and again, we were able to take off for a whole week and have her mom watch our kids, and it was just a great time to spend alone and go out and just enjoy the culture of Austin, Texas. Back in 2006, both my mother and my brother passed away within 1 week, which was a big shock to me. And this was a little rent house that we had back there in 2006. We decided to get a place to kind of get away. And so we rented a house in Santa Fe back in 06, about 4 years ago. And you can kind of see my cooler out there. I've got my grill and got the chairs to look at, got the kind of little lights up there. It was during Christmas time. And we really enjoyed our getaways to Santa Fe. And we vowed back in 06 that when our lease was up that, we're going to go get a house up there someday and sell our house in Oklahoma. And that's what we've done. This summer we went to the beach, Galveston, Texas. There's Bon and Katie. We spent some time out at the beach. This is before the big oil spill, so it was something that we weren't worried about at that time. And we just had a blast. We were able to go out and actually they're on the beach, grill fresh Gulf shrimp, and there's nothing better in the world. We grilled them and we beer boiled them with a bunch of Cajun seasoning, and they were just incredible. This last year we went to Sherry's 10th year high school reunion, 20th year high school reunion, and it was in El Paso, Texas. So we took the kids out of school and spent a week down there. All the while I'm calling leads and I'm sending out e-blasts and I'm doing my direct mail system, and people are signing up while I'm living my life with my family. That's what I love about the flexibility of this business. I also had a client out east, and this guy here on the far left, that's one of the guys that started out with the Biggest Loser, that TV contest where they had who could lose the most weight. Ed and Heba, I met both of them. That's Ed on the far left. I got to play 18 holes of golf with him. The guy on the far right runs in the Indy Junior Series, and he actually rides an Indy car. So been able to spend time with those guys and learn what they do in kind of a celebrity, kind of a charity type of golf tournament. This business allows me the flexibility to do that as well, too. And again, this is one of the shots of the golf course back in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. I try to go up there at least once a month, my hometown, and play on Hillcrest Country Club. This is number 14, just one of the most beautiful tee shots in the world. And as you can tell, I love to play golf, and again, spend a lot of time doing that. Okay. Now you know my reasons why, and I think it's important that you know who is Robert Blackman, who's the guy behind all these websites, the emails, the voice, the cowboy hat. Who is this guy? And I think that's why I spent some time doing that tonight. And so now I want to talk about you a little bit. What are your reasons why? Maybe you want to get out of debt. Maybe that's why you've started your own internet business. Maybe you want to own a home free and clear. Maybe you want to have the car start every morning or have multiple cars that are brand new. There's nothing better than having a lease on a car every 2 or 3 years and turn it in. Maybe you want the best health care for a loved one. Maybe for yourself, your family, a loved one, neighbor, someone at the church to help out. You want to give to charities. I get people all the time who say, well, I think it's a sin to make money. And I go, well, is it a sin to make money and give it to charities? And so, this business allows you the flexibility to provide for yourself. Once you have all of your own provisions taken care of, after a few months, you kind of ask yourself, is this it? Am I going to eat great steaks and lobster and travel all the time and play golf? There's got to be more to life, and that's where charities come in. Whether they're church-related, religious-related, or not, it doesn't matter. There's plenty of charities that need your help. Travel the world. Maybe you want to see the world. You and I both know we both have an expiration date. We don't know when that is. We know when our born on date was, but we don't know when we're going to expire. So this business allows you the ability to do what you want. We like to travel. As you know, I've got 4 kids. I've got 4 college educations to pay for that the grants and the loans won't do. We'd like to be able to pay for it all in advance, and that's one of my motivations and maybe one of yours. Maybe hire a trainer to help you keep fit. So when you're making this money, it doesn't do you any good to die at age 50. You want to live as long as you can. Maybe you want to just simply hire someone to come in and clean your house once a month, twice a month, or once a week. We have someone that comes in once a week with our 4 kids, and they come in on a Monday morning. We go out for a Monday morning breakfast, come back by noon, and the whole house smells great, and it's perfect. And we love that, and that's another perk of having your own business. And maybe you just want to simply live long and prosper. Maybe you have some other types of goals, but basically owning your own business and being financially free will help you do that. Okay, you might be saying, Robert, this might work for you, but who has used your system and advice that you can actually put a finger on who has made it as big as you have? And I think that's a great question. And do you recognize this fellow? His name is Dagan Smith, and here's what Dagan has to say. Just one piece of advice from Robert grew my downline by 6,519. If it wasn't for that day that I was driving around listening to Robert Blackman's training, my team would be roughly 6,519 people smaller. Just one strategy I learned from him allowed me to personally reduce my marketing costs to 0 and more than triple the rate of duplication of my organization. He speaks, teaches, trains, and shares only the truth from his 20-plus years of experience, and I make it a habit to know everything he does. And he's right, he's bought everything I've ever done. Not only have I purchased everything that Robert has ever produced, paid him for his time, hired him to create direct mail pieces for me, but every single dollar I've ever spent has always come back to me at least 20-fold. And that's a strong testimonial. If you don't know Dagan, write his name down right now and go Google it after the webinar tonight. Do you recognize this fellow? His name is Brian McMullen. Here's what he has to say. Robert Blackman's training is the best I've ever seen. At age 28, I now earn upwards of $1 million a year in MLM residual income. Without Robert's training and book, MLM Big Money, I know I wouldn't be earning the kind of money that I am today. I still refer to Robert's book and training every month when I work with my downline. I recommend that everyone in my downline gets Robert's course, and I recommend that you get it today, as your MLM career will never be the same after reading his tips, techniques, and training. Thank you, Robert, for changing my MLM career in my life. Those are 2 people in particular that have agreed to say, hey, yeah, put me on the webinar tonight. So basically, folks, tonight, here's my number 1 secret of wealth. And if you want to write this down, that this is important. People do business with those that they know, that they like, and that they trust. Folks, that's why warm marketing works. That's why Amway did almost $10 billion last year. And it's not because everyone in Amway is branding themselves. It's not because they're telemarketing or they're e-broadcasting everyone. It's because they focus on just the warm market. They go out and talk to people about their products and services for people that they know, like, and trust. That's my number 1 secret to wealth. Here's my number 2 secret to wealth. There's only 3 ways to build your business. You have to get new customers to distributors every single month, regardless of what your pay plan or your product line is. Number 2, you have to increase their order frequency. So if they're on auto ship, you need to also have specials where they can buy things as a one-time purchase. And if you're on my list, you know you get a lot of those. Number 3, you also have to increase their order size. Those are the 3 keys to building not only your MLM business, but any traditional business. And you need to create campaigns around that. As a mastermind member with us and a lifetime lead member, you're going to tap into all of that with me, all the proven letters that you can plug in and follow up with. Okay, here's my number 3 secret to wealth. I call people, I email them, and I mail them every single day. And here's my philosophy. Everyone's window of opportunity is open at least once a year. I'm going to say that again. Everyone's window of opportunity is open at least once a year. That's the reason I call people once. I email them every week until they either opt in on my program or they opt out of my autoresponder, and I mail them a postcard once. So I call and I mail them one time, and then I email them weekly until they opt in or they opt out, and you'll get access to that same free autoresponder that I have. But folks, here's my ultimate secret. Sell leads. If you think you have too many leads, you've miscounted. When was the last day that you made too many presentations? When did you sign up too many people in a month? And when did you send your check back because it was too big? And I know all 3 of those were kind of ridiculous, but it just bemoans the point when people say, well, I don't need any leads. And then I'll say, well, how many presentations did you make last month? And they'll go, well, and then they don't have an answer because they didn't make any presentations. Folks, I ran out of my warm market 29 years ago. I've been in the business 30 years. All I have done for the last 29 years is to turn cold leads into warm leads. Okay? If warm marketing is the best way to market, and Amway is the #1 company out there, and all they do is warm market, there's a clue there. Success leaves clues. So since I ran out of a warm market, I had to go create a warm market by contacting leads, 1,000 each and every month. And I did that by calling, emailing, and mailing till they got to know, like, and trust me. They became my friend. They trusted what I said, and they joined with me. And that's my secret. Why my model works here at MLM Mastermind. You can earn $700 a month with 20 members in your group. That's $35 per person. Here's a chart that shows you what a group of 20 looks like. There's you at the top. You go out and find 4 people that come in for $100 a month, and you help those 4 do the same thing. That's 4 on your first level, and that's 16 on your second level. That's what I call a group of 20. That pays you $700 a month here at MLM Mastermind. Why my model works is that everyone, and I'll repeat, everyone can see themselves making $700 a month. Everyone can imagine 20 people in their group, not 2,000. To achieve 20 people, sign up 1 person a month for 4 months. And I hope you're really listening, because this is the secret. To achieve 20 people, sign up 1 person a month for 4 months. That's 4 on your front line. Then duplicate. Help those 4 get 4 in the same time period. In 8 months, you're realistically at $700 a month. Or it's like you've walked down to your local bank and deposited $336,000 in your bank at a 2.5% interest CD. When you only teach $5,000 to $10,000 or more a month, you scare people off because they don't believe it. They don't trust the messenger. They can't see themselves doing it. The reason I'm still in the business after 30 years is because I've taught people how to do 4 who get 4. I've taught people how to go out and see themselves do this business, and I've taught them that an extra $700 a month, which is mainly kind of an extra paycheck each month, is like walking down and having a $336,000 CD. And I'll ask you that question tonight. What if you woke up tomorrow morning and logged into your bank and there was a CD link there and you clicked on it and it said, hello, you have $336,000 in a CD at our bank at 2.5% interest, and that will yield you a $700 monthly return. Have a great day. How would you feel right now if you knew you had $336,000 in the bank? Folks, that's what having a group of 20 is at Mastermind. That's my secret to getting people to join and to stay in. A measly $700 a month. There may be some people saying that. Do you know how much money you'd have to have in your bank? And I just stated that, $336,000. So your downline at Mastermind is an asset. It's as if you have over $300,000 in the bank. When I learned that as a young kid, I got very, very excited. And I said, you know what? I could never go out and earn an additional $300,000 in my job. I don't have a rich uncle. I'm not going to win the lottery. It's 1 in a 100 million chance. So I can't count on that. I'm not going to wait for Social Security, so I'm going to go out right now in the next 8 months, build up a $300,000 business. I mean, how cool is that? Okay, maybe $700 a month isn't enough. Here's how you earn $3,500 a month with 100 people in your downline. If you do that, that's basically you get 20 people on your front line and you help those 20 do what? You help them get 4. That's 80 on your second line. So with 20 on the first level, 80 on the second, you're earning $3,500 a month. That's as if you have $1.6 million in the bank at 2.5%. Imagine that. You're 100 people away from having a $1.6 million business. When I learned this model, and I learned this angle, I put the blinders on, and I said, there's no way in the world I'm ever going to be able to do anything that will equal $1.6 million unless I just got lucky. So I'm going to roll up my sleeves, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to find another 100 Robert Blackmans around the world. And boy, have I ever done that. Plus. Okay, how about $9,100 a month? That's 252 people in your downline. What does that number equate to? That's 36 who get 6. It's a very simple model. And this is what blows me away. You'd have to have $4.4 million to have $9,100 a month in the bank. $4.4 million. Okay, folks, benefit number 1 of being a Mastermind lifetime distributor with me. You make money when you sign up people already in your network marketing opportunity. Every time you recruit a member of your existing organization into MLM Mastermind, you get a second check each and every month. Very soon, you could be making more than your leads are costing you, which gives you free leads and another bonus check. And as a lifetime member, you're just paying for the leads once. So as soon as you get your first person, you're already in the profit. Benefit number 2, you make money every time you bring in a new recruit into your primary program. When you recruit someone into your network marketing program, recruit them into your MLM Mastermind program at the same time. This provides the leads they need in additional income for both you and them. So benefit number 1 was go to your existing people. Benefit number 2, as you recruit new people, also get them into MLM Mastermind. Benefit number 3, you make money when the prospect you talk to is working another network marketing program, but they won't sign up with you. If you're trying to recruit someone from another business into your program and they won't come in, if you're not an MLM Mastermind member, the matter ends there and you lose out. I will tell you right now, I've made more money in MLM Mastermind from people who told me no to my primary business, because then they'll tap in 100 to 200 people into their primary business into Mastermind. So years ago, I stopped trying to compare pay plans and what the ingredients were, what the CV or BV was, and I said, hey, if you're interested in something else and you have a passion for that product, that company, that's great. What are you guys doing for leads and training? And folks, we'll have all sorts of offers for you to give to people that they can't refuse. We got a $1 offer. We got a $7.95 offer. They can come in directly and you earn commissions the first month. We have books and tapes you make 50% on. So we will give you all the tools that you need to talk to prospects, regardless of what their situation is. Okay, Master Distributor option number 1. And really, as a lifetime member, what I'm really going to call you is a Master Distributor. You get 100 leads a month for life. You get an autoresponder free of charge. You get a replicated website free of charge. You're automatically enrolled in our 1540 pay plan, so you're qualified for commissions on 2 levels. You get a 50% commission on all books and tapes, past and future, whatever I create in the future, for a one-time payment of just $497. And here's what's great for those 20 people who joined before. We didn't have this before. You earn $250 per $497 sale. So it's a little over 50%. So for every person you can bring in on the lifetime program, you make a one-time commission of $250. And you'll have a free website to promote it with, this webinar basically. Okay, that's option number 1 is 100 leads for $497. Option number 2 is 500 leads a month for life, the autoresponder, the website, the pay plan, the 50% commissions, one-time payment of $997. And yes, if you sell someone on the $997, you make a one-time commission of $500. So if you just sold one a month, that's an extra $500 a month for you. Master Distributor option number 3. 1,000 leads a month, the autoresponder, the replicated website, the pay plan, the commissions, a one-time payment of $1,997, but you earn $1,000 per sale, folks. Now, earlier when I started this webinar, you saw out of 20 people that how many people had signed up for 100, how many at 500, and how many people came in at the 1,000. Now, most people are going to come in on the 100 leads because $497, that's their budget. They can put it on a credit card, they can do check, PayPal, whatever they want to do. But this shows you that someone can also upgrade. So when they upgrade, you also earn the difference in the commission you've already earned. So someone can come in on option 1 back here, pay $497. Then they can also come in and say, hey, I want to upgrade to 500 leads. And they'll pay the difference between the $497 and the $997 and so on to the $1997. So we'll give you some flexibility to come in and upgrade your way to the top package. Okay, here's what else you get. If you come in on any of these 3 Master Distributor packages, you're going to get my MLM Mastermind Home Study course. It's 24 CDs. And this is my most successful selling course that I have. It's got 24 CDs that talk about warm marketing, direct mail, internet marketing, motivation, tips and techniques, scripts, everything that you need to build your business. Once you join, we'll ship that out within 48 hours. And here's also what you get. You'll get my proven email letters. You'll get sample postcards, flyers, sales letters. You'll know how to do a successful calling script. You'll have a successful emailing script and successful mailing program. And I'll teach you in a little manual that you get how to use all these. Plus, also, I want to help you to fix what is wrong now for you. You'll get free consultation with me, and you'll be able to say, hey, Robert, I'm in XYZ program. Here's what I'm doing. What can I help this with? Understanding people equals residual income. Just like a coach. If you're a head coach, you don't treat every player the same way because each player is motivated differently. Every person on your list that you get from us has a different motivation. And I'll teach you with my coaching program how to do that. Plus, my goal is to also teach you how to get to $10,000 a month, either in your business or the mastermind business or combined in the next 36 months. I'm not going to say the next 3 to 6 months because that's not realistic unless you already have an existing organization or a big opt-in list. So starting from scratch, I will show you a proven game plan to get you to 10 grand a month in 36 months. Okay, here's kind of a recap. The one payment options, 100 leads is $497, 500 is $997, and 1,000 leads is $1997. You'll earn 50% on each of the package and also lifetime commissions on all leads and training that you sell through any of your replicated websites that you get, which are free. How to get signed up tonight? Go to MLMmastermind.com/20. That's the sign up form. Or you can call me at 405-833-6899 for a payment by check, PayPal, or I take your credit card over the phone. Or if you're ordering the 500 or the 1,000 lead options, I have a 2 and a 4 month payment plan for you. So you need to call me to set those arrangements up over the telephone. Tonight I've talked about my reasons, and you can see it right here every single morning when I take the kids to school. I say, wow, I love Santa Fe and I love this view. These are my reasons why. What are yours? Use the Mastermind Lifetime Master Distributor program to get either 100, 500, or 1,000 leads per month, an autoresponder, and training in my free help to show you a proven way to start making money in any program that you're in, and specifically the Mastermind business. Thanks a lot for being on the webinar tonight. Any questions? As you always know, if you're on my list, you get my phone number on the end of every email. So I'm one of the most accessible people that you're ever going to find in this industry. Thanks a lot tonight, everyone, and God bless.